guys, welcome to my channel, all about balance. So today I'm going to talk about how to save money. As you know, with the inflation going on, everything has got so expensive and people are finding it hard to make their ends meet. I mean, people are losing jobs, people are not able to make their money go farther because everything costs more than what they are making. So today I'm going to help you how you can cut down your monthly expenses. So let's walk through it. Okay, so cutting down monthly expenses. So what are your monthly expenses? First, I want you to jot all your expenses down. So what is your basic expenses? The biggest expense that most people have is their living expenses or the accommodation or the house that they live in. It can be the mortgage that they're paying every month, or it can be the rent that they're paying every month. Depends on person to person, but I would say if you go with mortgage, that takes the biggest chunk of your paycheck. Now there is not much you can do with that unless you lock down a good interest rate when you bought the mortgage, or you got lucked out in 2020 2022 or something when the interest rate was really down and you got the refi option. So now you're paying less interest rate on your loan. So kudos to you on that. So that's the biggest expense. If you can lower that, if you did the refinance option a few years back, then good for you. I first bought my house in 2016 when the mortgage rate was like 3.5%. And that's what I had been paying. But in 2020, end of 2021, 22, I did take the cash refi option on my mortgage and I got a reduced rate of 2.9%. So that's one way to save money if you take advantage of those really good interest rates when they come out. But even if you haven't, that's fine. So we'll say your mortgage rate is something that you can't really do much about, and you pay that monthly expense every month. Next thing, what are your other expenses? You have your phone bill, you have your internet bill, you have electricity, you have water bill, water or sewer. And if you have a car, then you have your car gas expenses, your insurance, you have registration cost and whatnot. Okay, so the expenses that you can control, I'll talk about that. If you have internet, so internet is something that everyone needs these days. If you are living in the real world and if you want to be connected to everybody, you have internet. And especially if you're working from home, like most professionals are, you need a very good, fast internet at your home. So I would say when you get internet service, shop around, shop for the best interest, best rates that you can get. There are companies that always are running promo. So there are multiple companies that offer internet with cable TV. I would say these days, try not to get a monthly cable service because you can pay for service, internet subscribe services like you have Netflix, you have Disney, you have YouTube TV as well. So I would say think of what you watch, what you really like to watch, and just pay for that. Don't pay for anything additional. So that's on the internet-based TV service. And for internet, I would say shop for the lowest amount that you can get in your area. And when you get the service, every year I would say call them up because they keep increasing the rate. That's what I noticed in my bill. They keep increasing the rate, and if you have the auto pay service from your credit card, they keep charging your account every month, and you just notice it in your bank statement. So that's one tip that I would say. Call them up every month and say, what promos are you running? Can you give me a discount? My rate increased by $20 or $10 this month. What else do you have to offer me? And usually, most of the times that I've seen, they generally give me discounts. Like I've been able to get a discount of $10 or $15 each month. So take advantage of that. Most people don't even call them, and then just they just keep getting billed. And $10 or $15 is not that much, but if you add up every month, it adds up. So $10 in each year would be $120 that you can use on something else. Similarly, if you have $20, that'll be $240 and whatnot. So those little expenses count and they add up, each month and each year. Next thing I would say, so you got the internet. Phone bill, yeah, of course, shop for the cheapest phone bill or phone plan that you can get, which offers you, as you need, unlimited internet, unlimited area coverage and all that. So shop for the cheapest one. I've been with Sprint, and which is now T-Mobile, and I pay about $35 each month, including. So I bought the phone. I haven't upgraded my phone, and if I do the auto pay service through my credit card, I get $5 discount. So I end up paying like $33 something with taxes and all. So that's a really good option. If you use like pay by usage, you have the prepaid service, but I haven't had really good luck with prepaid service, especially in the United States. I know it's more useful if you go abroad or international. That's where prepaid SIM cards are really helpful, and you pay as you go. So that's your phone. What else? Then you have your water bill. That's something that comes from the city. You can't really negotiate on that, so that's set aside. Then you have electricity and water. Again, water is your city. Electricity is somewhat your city, but you have places to shop around. Now, in my area, you have one service provider, like I have Eversource here, which used to be NSTAR. They have been increasing rate, as you know, with the inflation going on. Electricity has got more expensive. And some states are actually paying you to go more energy efficient. So if you have any of those plans, call your state's energy efficient programs, see what they can offer you. Sometimes they do a review of your house energy efficiency, and they come to your house and look around and give you some suggestions. They even give you like free light bulbs or some discounts, like nice faucets for your shower, so you're not wasting water in your bathroom and all that. So I would say do that. That's a free of cost service, especially these days, or in the last few years. Some states have been running the solar program. So if you go solar, and if you install solar panels in your house, some companies are actually paying you or paying for the service to install solar panels on your house, and your bill will come to some specified amount each month, which will stay as is. And whatever extra electricity you generate through the solar panels, you can give it back to the city, and you get a credit back on that solar. So that's another cool program. If you plan to stay in the house for a long time, or even if you sell your house down the line to someone else, you can do that. That's for your electricity. That's to just save on the water. Don't use too much water unless you have to. So that's on the water. Next thing I have is shopping. So shopping for daily groceries is something that you want to go to a grocery store. Of course, I would say go to the cheapest grocery store you have, which offers fresh produce at a discounted rate. I wouldn't go crazy on the organic stuff, because I know that's really a craze about these days. Try to shop something fresh, and I think that's good enough. I mean, if you really have extra cash, you can spend on organic, but I don't think that's really needed. I haven't been eating organic, and I think I'm okay. So that's on the food. Let's see what else. So shopping for food is something you cannot negotiate. Then shopping for your other daily supplies, like you have clothing, you have shoes, you have makeup and other things like that, or you have some home appliances. So first thing I would say to look for is, except for makeup, of course, because that's something that you want really clean, go to Facebook Marketplace. That's a really cool place to find good deals in your neighboring area. You can just go to some place close by to your house and just pay them cash. You don't pay any tax or anything when you buy from them. And sometimes you can get a really good deal because you can offer them a lower price than what they're asking. And it's usually lower than the market price too. So you can find really good deals there. Another place is, if you can't find anything local, you have eBay or Poshmark or other online marketplaces where you can buy things and they ship it to your house. That's also cheap. Another place I would say is shop at thrift stores. Thrift stores have really cool deals sometimes. I know some people don't like going to thrift stores because everything is used there, but there are some things that you can buy and that's not gonna hurt you. For example, you can buy appliances. One time I remember I bought a flat iron, a ceramic flat iron, for like $5. It was like at one place I went to, and I forgot to take my iron, and I went to a thrift store and they were selling it for like $5. So that was amazing. So you can find deals like that. You can find like appliances, like a coffee maker, or I don't know, a toaster, or things like that. I mean, really, really cheap. And those really just electronics. I mean, it's not going to be unhygienic or anything. You can just clean them and they burn and they're fine. Even clothing, I would say. If you buy anything clothing, of course, wash it before you wear it. You can use some kind of disinfectant to clean them all. But that's another cool idea. I mean, if you don't worry about wearing something used, clothing is something you can buy from thrift stores. Or like I said, if you want to buy something new, you have eBay for good deals. Of course, if you go to stores these days, every store is having some kind of promotion. So don't buy anything retail. Look for sales or discounts that they offer. Yeah, so that's on shopping. eBay, stores, Craigslist, Marketplace. And if you buy something extra that you didn't like from the thrift store, for example, and you don't want to keep it, I would say resell it. Resell anything that you're not using, or you bought something accidentally and you cannot return it. Resell it. Resell it on eBay. Resell it on Marketplace. Resell it on Poshmark. So you have all those venues. If you're not using anything, resell it. Don't hoard it in your house. That's really bad. I mean, hoarding itself is really bad anyway. You must have seen TV shows on hoarders, which is like so disgusting. But that's not the case. I mean, that's not what I'm trying to say. But, hoarding is bad. Try to resell everything that you're not using so you can make extra money. And your house will look clean and nice when you do that. Okay, credit cards. I know people have been scared to use credit cards in the past, thinking that credit is bad. They don't want to owe any money. They don't want to keep rolling credit in their history and blah, blah, blah. But I would say credit card is your friend if you use it wisely. Now, credit card is really bad if you don't pay on time. If you roll over your credit balance month by month, then of course you're going to pay the annual interest rate, which can be like 20-21%, super, super high. So I would say if you plan to do that, don't get a credit card. But if you plan to pay on time, if you have a regular income that you can pay the credit card on time, then use it. Credit cards are really good. Now, if you have been a good person, I would say good person, like paying on time, your credit history is good. If you have a good to an excellent credit score, you can shop for credit cards. Sometimes you can get like really good offers on credit cards, some that pay you cash back up to like 2 to 5%, and that money is like free money. So they're paying you to shop. So I mean, it's really cool. You shop every month, you get some cash back, and some credit cards pay you by points, like points that you can use for airlines, hotel bookings, or converting them to credit, US dollars or something like that. So credit cards are really good. I always recommend using credit cards for making any payments. Don't use debit card. The drawback of debit card is, the biggest drawback is like the money is going out directly from your bank account. There is no safety net. There's no safety check. As soon as you swipe the card, you enter your PIN, the money is withdrawn from your bank account. Credit card, you have some sort of safety check. The money is withdrawn. If you think some fraudster took your credit card and used the money, you can call your bank and they can immediately block your credit card and sometimes even refund you the money back that was withdrawn without your knowledge. So credit cards have really good protection. The customer service can be good, if you are a good customer, a good paying customer on time. So I would highly, highly recommend using a credit card for your daily shopping needs or anything. I mean, you get extra protection for no cost. You get extra cash back, extra credit for no cost. And sometimes they even offer you like protection on your travel plans if you miss your flight or if your baggage was lost. So depending on your credit card that you're using, some even offer you like free foreign transaction fee. So if you're purchasing something in foreign currency, you don't have to pay an extra transaction fee for that. So look for that. That's for the credit cards. So yeah, I think that's it. Those are some tips that I would say to you to save money that I have been using. And if you have any questions, comment, like, subscribe, and follow my channel. Thanks. Bye.